Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we are looking at a set of reports coming out of the UK retail sector this week. And I have to say, the data is just startling.
It really is.
We aren't just seeing a softening in the market. We're watching what looks like a full-blown scramble. So the mission today is to figure out exactly why retailers are pulling back so fast and what the data tells us about the reality of retail jobs right now.
Right, because it is definitely not a gentle correction. The Employment Monitor reports we're looking at show a sector that is actively shrinking its workforce footprint.
Shrinking fast. I mean, they're cutting hours, cutting jobs, and just cutting back everywhere.
Exactly. And the critical context here, the real wow factor, honestly, is that these cuts have pushed the retail sector to its lowest job levels on record.
Lowest on record. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
When you hit a record low, that implies a structural break. It's not just some seasonal dip.
No, not at all. It's a total decoupling of retail revenue from retail jobs. Retailers are basically trying to keep making money, but doing it with drastically fewer people.
Which begs the question of why? Why is this happening right now? The reports point directly at the balance sheet, don't they?
Yes, specifically rising employment costs and new wage rules. The research explicitly cites the upcoming hike in the national living wage as a primary trigger.
Right.
For a sector with razor-thin margins, a double-digit rise in your biggest operational cost isn't something you can just, absorb.
And it's the compounding effect, too. You've got the wage bump colliding with changes to national insurance contributions. It makes every single hour of human labor significantly more expensive.
That's the pincer movement the analysts describe. If you are running the numbers for a major UK retailer, you realize standing still will cost you millions more. The only dial you can turn immediately is headcount.
So they are preemptively slimming down to make sure the math works when those new rates kick in. But I have to ask, is the worst over?
Honestly, no. The sentiment from retail bosses in the reports is practically a warning. They believe the next few months could get even tougher.
Even tougher than record lows.
Yeah. The expectation is that the cost pressures haven't peaked yet, so the employment floor hasn't been reached either.
That means this is an active, ongoing squeeze. We are hearing about shops running on skeleton crews or closing fitting rooms because there's just no one to staff them.
Which forces consumers, meaning you, to tolerate a lower service environment rather than higher prices.
So to summarize what we found in these reports, rising costs and new wage rules have driven UK retail jobs to record lows, and it sounds like there is a very difficult road still ahead.
A very difficult road. The era of retail being a massive employer is rapidly shrinking.
Which leaves you with a provocative thought to chew on. If the sector is already at record low employment and facing tougher months ahead, what does the operational limit of a functional retailer actually look like? At what point does a store stop being a store and just become a warehouse you're allowed to walk through? Think about that next time you go shopping. Thanks for joining us, and we will catch you on the next Deep Dive.